What's good, everybody? This is Rama with Schools of Fish coming at you again with another YouTube video. Just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on. I know you guys haven't seen me a lot lately. I've just been busy. Not gonna keep making excuses. Just a lot going on. It's got a lot of stuff today. I just wanted to show you guys, but I just want to give you a quick update of what's been going on. We've been making sure the tanks have been good. We've been trying to keep the tanks stocked. You guys have been very supportive. We are very close to shipping. We just made our first shipment to West Virginia successfully. We shipped out a fire eel, so I'm hoping in the next month we'll have the full logistics fully in place to ship fish out to you guys that are in different states and far away. But yeah, so just because you don't hear from us don't mean that we're not here. We're just a lot going on, and as you can see right now, I am drained. I am sweating all day. If you guys can see the funk coming out my arms, I've been sweating and musty, so it's been a long day. I got a lot of cool fish, a lot of monsters, a lot of just cool, beautiful fish, a whole lot of axolotls. Just to give you a quick update, this weekend we should be getting our first shipment of koi and goldfish for your outdoor ponds. I am expecting some locally bred Cardina shrimp, some blue bolts, some others I can't think of off the top of my head. The next week or two, we should be getting some big bichers, some inland cherries and ornates and lapradai, and I think it's telgosi, if that's how you pronounce it. Excuse me if it's not. Any other updates? I am expecting a lot of big tanks this weekend, used tanks. So we'll have several 125s. We should be having a lot of 75 full setups, and also have a 180 full setup. We should have some used. Well, we have some used FX6s, but I think those are all sold, pre-sold already. We will have some used FX4s and 407s and some other top of the line filters, hang on back end canisters. So I will be posting as soon as we get all that together. But yeah, so let me show you what came in. If you're looking at the big 500, it's covered with beard algae. It's as you know, it's right by the door. We get a lot of sunlight, so excuse the mess. We're working on it. I will try to get some UV sterilizers, and I want to try to find maybe a big flagtail Procholotus to keep the algae down. But we just got our new big boy. I'll flip the screen and try to find him, but we just got a 28-inch fire eel. It's pretty awesome. Check and see if he's out. He's not out yet, but once he gets some food in him, well, once he sees us with some food, he'll be coming out. So yeah, let's check to see what all came in. All right, so there he is, peeking his big old head out of all that mess of algae. I know he's pretty mad at me for moving him from his home, but he's in a good home. I just got to secure the overflow. We do have a slight leak, not in the tank, but in the overflow itself. I do have the FX hoses coming out from where the bulkheads are coming, so I do have to order some 2-inch bulkheads. That's why the water's always low, but I should be getting that fixed in the next couple weeks. But yeah, you see him poking his head out. He's actually a pretty friendly fish. I know they call them eels, but they're really fish. But yeah, he's just completely awesome. I can't wait till he comes around and gets used to everybody and starts being more social, as he's starting to get to now. But I think everybody else is giving him his proper respect, as they should. But yeah, his name is Dexter. So yeah, as you see Marty, it's the end of the day. Marty had a long day. She probably ate good and is not in the mood to be swimming around looking for anybody's attention. So that'll be a video for another day. So let's just start over here. This 180, we sold most of the fish out of there. So I got to do a complete breakdown and cleanup of this tank. This tank is going, another algae issue. We didn't put a backing on this, and literally within a week, the algae just exploded. As some of you may know, as I've talked about before, we use rainwater in some of our tanks, so tons of phosphate. So when that's mixed with sunlight or excess light, we just get a ton of algae. So excuse get the green water. It's not that it's negligence. It's just we just got a lot of algae from a lot of sunlight. But this tank is going to be going. I talked before about getting a 10-foot acrylic tank for the Stingray. We have a change of plans. That area where we're going to put the Stingray section, I think that's going to be more appropriate for driftwood. So I'm going to make a driftwood and tank station where you can set up a makeshift tank with gravel and sand and driftwood. So I'm going to go over that section and show you guys, but that's to come. But over here is where we're going to make I'm going to order probably some 6 by 24 or 6 by 30-inch acrylic tanks over here. It needs two. One is going to be for Stingray display, and the other more than likely is going to be a paludarium, but that's going to be in the next few months once I get time to devote to that. But this is the big silver arowana that came in today. He is for sale. We'll have a price for him by tomorrow. He's pretty cool. We had a customer that asked about him, but I cannot remember his number, so hopefully he sees our video. But I do expect somebody to get him within the next week or so. Also, what came in today, and it is at the end of the day, so some of the timers are off, so excuse if you don't see any lights. We did get some peacock bass in. We have these kelberry. These are actually spider kelberries, and this one is just a regular golden kelberry. We have a nice 14-inch ornate bicher. Hopefully we should be getting some more bigger bicher in the next couple weeks. I have a customer that is planning on moving and maybe getting rid of his bichers, so I should be getting those in hopefully. Our peacocks are dwindling down. We are expecting at least 25 to 30 frontosas this weekend. They are locally bred, but they should be around 2.5 to possibly 4 inches. So we will have at least some frontosas. We do have a 4-inch clown loach. I know a lot of people have been asking for the clown loaches. We do have some 3-inch loaches also. But I am going to Florida in a couple weeks for vacation, but I probably will stop and at least pick up a few things, peacocks being one of them, and I maybe pick up some African imports, but we'll see. Also, like I said, the large peacocks and haps just about done, but I should be getting some more orders pretty soon. This section over here, we will have a lot of tanks. This is our used tank section. We will have a lot of small tanks, big tanks, medium tanks, small as 5 gallons, as big as 180 gallon. We should get that in this Saturday. As far as plecos, I think we still have a beacon pleco. We have this, I think it's a lizard pleco. We have a few white seams left that I think are starting to color up. A couple green phantom plecos. We have some blue eye lemon plecos still. We actually have a few of the long fin super reds and maybe some of the short fins, but I know those sold pretty quick. Down here it looks like we have some of the super reds and some more albinos. And just some common plecos, but this is the section I was telling you we're going to make a little structure, about a 10-foot structure for our driftwood. I'm going to try to keep the driftwood in stock. We've been selling it really well, trying to keep the small pieces, but this is going to be mostly the bigger pieces over here, along with a little, station that you can kind of decorate and get some ideas on setting up your tank with different pieces of wood and rocks and whatnot. Over here, this is just, our caiman lizard who likes to go hide out at the end of the day. So just turtles out chilling. Still have these koi, they're already sold. They're just waiting for a customer to get his pond ready. So this, I'm gonna redo this completely, just again, haven't had time to. We still have our Savini, Geophagus. I am probably gonna put something else in here. I'm gonna get this tank more full. I don't think I'm gonna do driftwood. I tried doing plants, but for some reason the plants didn't do too well. So I'm gonna redo this tank eventually. We've just been keeping it going to the Savini geos, eventually get around to breeding. They are still shy, but they're showing great color still. Over here, timer went out for our discus tank, but I'm gonna get this tank pretty full. It's actually been doing pretty nice. Though some of these discus are actually possibly gonna be going to a customer. So I'm gonna have to restock it with some other wild caught discus. Still have a few of the Altums that are doing pretty well. Over here, the Matamatas hanging out. Everybody seems to love these guys. They are absolute pigs. We throw in about 40 to 50 feeder live bearers. Next day, they're all gone. They slowly track them down and pick them off one by one. Over here, like I posted on our Facebook and Instagram page, we have a breeding pair of, I believe they're ring leopard discus. The bubbles are kind of distorting their view, but absolutely beautiful. They're about 6 inches at least. It's a proven pair. I have a customer that possibly is getting these guys, but I'm pretty confident the way they've been acting that give them 1 week in here and they're going to be laying eggs. So I will keep you guys updated on the status. I just moved these guys today. I think they're already kind of hungry, but I will wait to feed them tomorrow. I don't like to feed fish after a long transport. They already get a little stressed out, and you know, big fish release a little bit of ammonia, so I don't want to overload the tanks too much. We got some more breeder axolotls. These guys that have been doing nothing. I'm thinking about evicting them, making room for the new guys, but I think they can just cohabitate. Maybe they all start getting on. I think my employees put the new ones in here. I'm not sure. I don't see them yet, so it's likely that they put them in a different tank. So I will search around for those, but that's our original breeding pair of axolotls. This is our breeding pair of daffodils. Again, tank needs to be wiped down. Got to get some attention to that. Cories, we have some cories left, but we have to stock up. Not as many as we got a good variety, but not as many as I would like to have. We have these Wittrois. We do have some locally bred Sturbe. I think these are the Swartz. Just a couple elegans left, some spotted, and just some emeralds. Our saltwater, we've been getting in some shrimps and some invertebrates, and a lot of the fish have been selling as soon as we get them in. But I am totally expecting, once I get back from vacation, to start filling this whole section up. We've been doing pretty good at getting in, you know, a lot of small stuff and keeping them stocked, but I want to keep it a little bit more stocked. Our African sections, we still have a bunch of Africans in, but I will be picking up some mostly medium and large peacocks when I go down to Florida. I also plan, I will show you guys making progress with the breeding tanks in the back. So I think it's just about ready for fish, so I may be picking up select fish for breeding, probably get small groups of 6 to 8. These are the big wild discus that we had. I was planning on putting them into the big tank if they didn't sell after a couple weeks, but we actually have a customer that is waiting to get these, so they are getting these, and these last of these black bill angels. These are absolutely beautiful. When they came in, they sold pretty fast. I have not been able to find them again. These again are sale pending, more than likely, almost certainly they are going to the customer. But I got some black angels in today. They're just not veil tail. They're just the regular black. So still nice. Let's see what else we had came in today. I don't think we had a whole lot coming in this section. But tomorrow I think we got some Geophagus Juan Millerai. Dwindling down on our nicer rainbows. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll get some stock up on those again. We still have some really large spotted Corys, some wild Oscars, some pikes. We just got in some red hooks. Guys been buying these pretty good, so we've been trying to keep them in stock. They're a little beat up, but give them a few days, they'll be good as new. Big Synodontis and a sailfin, actually a really nice sailfin, Placo. Been a long time, but we finally got some red-tailed boteas. They're not colored up, but these guys actually get pretty cool blue coloration. They get about 6 inches. So got some nice ones in. Only got about 3 today, but I'm gonna try to keep more of that stuff in stock. It's been real hard getting fish in with the pandemic, but we still try to get you what we can, good selection. Over here we just got a couple new guys. We got a bigger albino bristlenose. Still have this big watermelon or broken line Placo, and have this big red cactus, the L600 Placo. Tried to pick him up today and he is covered with spines. So that wasn't too nice of a feeling, but he's pretty awesome. Hopefully by tomorrow his color fully comes back. But like I said, we got some really cool fish. We still have some of those bigger inland cherry bicher. Said, I don't know why, but when we get big bichers, we get them in all at once. Still have a couple of the African lungfish, spotted lungfish. These guys get pretty big. Not the best community fish. If anybody knows the history on these guys, they're found in like West Africa, and when the water dries up in the ponds, they pretty much bury themselves in the mud until the next rainy season. The discus, still have some big discus in. They still breeding. He's trying to block the eggs. Can't hide them. Actually, I think we got this pair paired up, and got another pair over here, and still got that third wheel. Still have a few of the smaller ones. I have a red, look like blue turquoise, and a couple red pigeons. Still have some greens, the bollet sharks. These are also pending. Sorry, as you guys know, we have a lot of customers, and I've had customers that I've had for a long time, and they pretty much tell me what they want, and when I get them in, I call them up and they tell me they're coming to get them. So these bigger bollet sharks just about sold. He should be here tomorrow to get them. Got some rocket gar, haven't had these guys in a while. Maybe tomorrow I'll put some feeders in here and show you why they call them rocket gars. Real cool pike that doesn't get very big. What else? What other goodies we have? Alright. We have these dull golden severums. They're not bad, they're just a pond raised fish out of Florida. I think it's just the food that they eat, and probably not the best selection gene pool wise. But I think once you put them into the tank and feed them good foods, color starts coming in a little bit better. As you can see, his body shape is not the greatest, but nice color if you want something to add a little bit of variety. Really nice. It's an odd pair, red dot severum female and red shoulder severum male severum. That's probably about a good 7, possibly 8 inches. Don't know if I'll get these guys to breed or not. More than likely, almost definitely they'll sell by the weekend. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't want to be around. 2's company, 3's a crowd. You need to go away, buddy. But yeah, those are pretty cool. Actually, we have a nice giant bumblebee catfish also hiding around. So if you get any babies out of it, any eggs, they'll definitely get eaten by this guy at night. Got a few used decorations, still have some used filters. We are getting a shipment of FX6s. I'm putting in an order for FX6s. I have a couple customers that as soon as I order some FX4s, they want FX6s. So I got about 4 I got to order for 2 customers. So if you need any FX6s, let me know and I'll try to add them to the order. Not as colorful as what you typically see, but we did get some red dolby. I got 3 of them. 2 of them have been pre-order. 1 of them looks a little rough. I don't normally order these unless somebody asks for them because this is what they look like when they get ordered. Not a beautiful fish, not worth the money that I charge for them, but they do color up as they get bigger. They do get very large, so not something you want to get if you have a 75-gallon tank, but beautiful when they get bigger. We do have some 3-inch clown loaches. They will be gone by tomorrow, I guarantee that. So if you want some, make sure you hit me up as soon as possible. Also got a nice big black angel and some bigger congos in here. Still have 1 gopher catfish left. Maybe I'll do a feeding video on him. I found you can keep smaller fish. I think it's some smaller clown eyes. They don't tend to bother fish small. They only seem to want fish that's gonna fill up their bellies. So something that's at least 60% of their body weight, that's what they want to eat. Back over here, still got big Oscar, big lenticulata pike. Guy looks like a snakehead. Our black wolffish, we still miss him, but I'm pretty sure he went to a good home. Have some, I believe those are clown barbs. We also just got in some small albino bicher. Also some red-tailed sharks. Some bigger giant Daniel, really good dither fish. Still have a bunch of mud skippers, and these guys are pretty funny. When they know you got food, they're just bouncing and hopping all over the place. Again, I'll probably do a feeding video on them. To the axolotls, we are up to our necks with axolotls. We have over 100 axolotls in stock, all different colors. Some really unique colored ones. We have some larger breeders, which we may or may not sell some of them. These aren't the breeders, these are just the 4 to 5 inch ones. Over here we have some nicer colors. I know we have this one, I'm not sure exactly what he would be called, but he has a really nice, kind of like a blood red stain in him. Get him to show himself a little better. But I think we have 2 of those, at least 2 of those. We may have some small ones also. But we have all different sizes, small and large. As promised, I got some more electric blue crayfish in. We ordered vanilla crayfish, but those aren't vanilla. That's more like Coca-Cola color. That's nothing wrong with them, but they're not too active. We still have, I even forgot we had these. Still have some smaller tiger shovelnose catfish in. And this cool guy is prawn. I don't eat seafood, but I know some people wouldn't see this as a pet. They'll see it as something that they'll have for Sunday dinner. He is a little fish killer, so he can be kept with bigger fish, and he is definitely unique. This guy is about 9-10 inches from tail to end of claw, probably about 14 inches from tail to end of the whisker. But he's just awesome. I would like to keep him in a display, but I want to get somebody the opportunity to buy him, so he'll probably be out for a couple weeks. If nobody buys him, we'll put him in a display. And then of course that's when somebody will try to buy them. But that's how we do around here. We try to give everybody a chance to buy the nice stuff before we take it. Guppies, I actually forgot to get guppies tomorrow that are on shipment for tomorrow, so we're a little low on stock, but by next week we'll get a good selection of guppies, and still have the real nice Super Red Dragon flower horn. And turn the lights off over here, but just to show you some of the axolotls that we got in. We have some itty bitty ones, about 2 inches. Several albinos. And glow in the dark ones. You can kind of see the sheen on them now. They do this thing that they float at the top a little bit. It's totally fine. Normally we don't try to mix too many in the tank, but we just got so many. I wasn't expecting to get that many, so we have to kind of keep them as we can keep them. We have a ton more in the back, so they're kind of all over the place. These are just our tetras. Always have different types of tetras. Nice similis. Breeding pair of double orange pistogrammas, and our Julidochromis colony, along with a few others. I think those are Petrochromis or something like that. But let me show you. I'll get to the reptiles another day, though we did move some of our displays out. We have our chameleons out, and we have the tortoises out, which I should be getting some more tortoises in. But I'll just show you real quickly. Back here is where we're going to be keeping some of our medium koi. We're going to be keeping our fry and bigger fry. And these are just our breeding tanks. The lights aren't on. It's the end of the day. It's about 9:30 right now almost. Well, 9 o'clock maybe. But finally got our breeder tanks set up. We put some fish in there just to cycle them. Some fish we've just been using as holding, but a little dirty back here. This is our breeding section. It's not really for customers to come back. It's where the work's gonna get done, where we're gonna do some really cool breeding. I do gotta add another 75 up here. And this is where we put our 40s. These are just about all cycled. I gotta do some aquascaping to them, get them ready. But we're gonna be doing lots of breeding over the summer. And finally, like I said, it's dark outside. Not gonna see too well. But like I said, we got our ponds ready for koi. We should be getting some big koi in this weekend. So I got to do a little bit of cleaning up and rearranging. And we're going to be keeping pretty much floating plants in here and in these tanks. It's dark outside. Not going to show you that too much. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of what's going on. I hope you enjoyed our long video. Sorry, not the most enthusiastic in the video, but at the end of the day, I am tired and I am signing out. I'll talk to y'all later.